I thank the witnesses, and I won't take too long because the issue has been decided in a really remarkable fashion. In the category you can't make it up, for Czech Prime Minister Jan Fischer, the news came in a call hastily placed by President Barack Obama shortly after midnight on Thursday in Prague. In Warsaw, his Polish counterpart, Donald Tusk, initially declined to answer the phone from the White House as he guessed the purpose from the unusual timing and wanted to prepare a response. And I'm so pleased to hear that our allies now are pleased and happy, but I guess the report of yesterday that says, quote, President Kaczynski has said that if he meets President Obama at today's UN General Assembly, he will not try to hide his disappointment over the anti-missile shield decision. Kaczynski, presently in New York, is quoted on TVN 24 News as saying, quote, I do not intend to say that we are satisfied. It goes on. The foreign minister of Poland said, quote, I hope this will prove a salutary shock, especially for the right end of Poland's political spectrum. Sikorski told TOK-FM radio, adding, it could lead some to rethink, quote, the dream of basing everything on a bilateral alliance with the United States. Quote, we are a European country, and here, first and foremost, we must seek our security guarantees. I think that message is very clear, so I'll ask to have included in the record these many comments. And Mr. Chairman, I have, over a long life, had many, many contacts and relationships with individuals and leaders and former leaders of both Poland and the Czech Republic, and I can tell you their comments to me are not that they are satisfied. In fact, they were surprised, midnight phone calls, and very much disturbed by what is perceived to be, by them and in the world, a unilateral concession to the Russians in order to hope that we can get cooperation from the Russians in trying to address the Iranian nuclear issue. So I guess I should have to comment also that as short a time ago before this committee on March 10th, 2009, Lieutenant General Maples, director of the DIA, testified, quote, Iran's 2 February 2009 launch of the Saphir space launch vehicle shows progress in mastering the technology needed to produce ICBMs. Iran has boosted the lethality and effectiveness of existing missile systems with accuracy improvements and new submunition payloads. 2009, MDA stated Iran continues to develop ballistic missiles capable of striking Israel and Central Europe and could have an ICBM capability of reaching the United States. This was in May, just last May, the United States before 2015. And General Cartwright, you stated back in February that the technologies for boosting satellites into state are, quote, are compatible with an intercontinental ballistic missile type capability. You did clarify that this was not a long-range missile, but it was the path towards that and that we should be concerned with it. I don't have access to intelligence information, but I think perhaps one would interpret your remarks today as a significant shift from testimony as short a time ago as last May. Is that an accurate assumption, General Cartwright?
I think from the standpoint of the space launch that the Iranians conducted and their demonstration of the ability to stage, that they are getting at the early phases of an ICBM capability. Still believe that to be the case. But they have several phases that they must go through yet that will take them measured in years rather than months to accomplish. Those phases are very visible, and that's one of the key considerations for us to watch. Anytime you start to work with reentry vehicles, anytime you start to move in that direction, that is very visible activity and generally takes a nation several years to accomplish, and that doesn't include mating it to a weapon. So we are concerned about the progress and the technologies that the Iranians are demonstrating, the pace at which they're demonstrating them has been stretched out more than we originally believed was going to be the case.
Then I guess, General Cartwright, isn't it true that the progress that the North Koreans made came as was not anticipated by the intelligence communities? I think I can provide a factual record to substantiate that.
I think the twist that in the North Korean case in the Taepodong-2 systems has been the movement towards the space capability, which demonstrates, again, probably the same, similar
My
to the
question,
Iranians.
General Cartwright, did we have wrong intelligence information about the progress that the North Koreans had made both in their nuclear capability and their missile capability?
I think that the intelligence, as you say, sir, has been wrong on that.
Well, I guess I have one more question. I understand that now it will be sea-based. Part of our missile defense shield will be in sea-based missile defense weaponry. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And does that mean that we could anticipate a budget request for more ships?
I'd have to go back and look. Right now, we are modifying existing ships and existing classes of ships.
We're certainly giving them additional missions.
Yes, sir.
I thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I thank the witnesses.